Hey everyone, it's the Hey Poopy podcast. What the booty do from poop to pleasure to health. Hosted by me, Dave.
And me, Ellen. Two curious people removing the stigma from your stinker. And why are we doing this? Because we love laughing and learning about butts and helping them to be the best they can be. And on this week's episode, you just get the two of us, the Dynamic Poo-O, because we had to push a guest back because they were very busy. But hey, we at least are still bringing you some content.
Yes, content is king. And this is a fun one. We did some check-ins. We did a bunch of news stuff. You'll hear things maybe like this. This one is very apropos, but 25 Republican state senators in Ohio were sent feces in the mail.
Jesus.
Yeah. This happened again. July.
Wait, what kind of state senators? Republicans?
All Republicans. Yeah, 25 Republican state senators.
Okay,
yeah.
I like this.
I like this trend.
Behind it.
I want to see this continue more with, especially in places like Ohio, Indiana, Florida.
When you're a piece of shit, you deserve shit.
Yeah, come on. Like if you've been reading the news, like these people deserve shit. Yeah. So yeah. Apparently, I love these. The puns for this stuff is always so funny. Politics can be a crappy job, literally. Just ask the 25 members of the Ohio State Senate, who were each mailed envelopes full of feces Thursday morning. And I believe we also have a little reader submission, or listener submission, I should say.
Yes, we had somebody email us, and I'm going to email him back saying, I love your guys' show. I can finally listen to something I've been uncomfortable with telling people. I started enjoying a scat fetish life at 14 years old. I studied it as a doctor. Tons of questions. I'm wondering if that means tons of questions.
Probably.
And now I am an expert in poop. I was introduced by a female friend who used to sell it for years. I can say it's very profitable business for women. I will call for an interview if that's okay. Thanks, and keep up the good work. I would like to just say thank you so much, scat fetishists, and I will email you back to see if you want to come on the show.
Yeah, thanks a ton.
Yeah.
Yes, that's great. And if you out there listening have anything you'd like to get off your shoulders, just like release of a submission, if you will, let us know. You can visit us at heypoopypodcast.com, or you can email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. Either one, let us know. And you can also know more about Ellen and myself and the show. It's a win-win-win.
It is. And now on to the shit show.
Hey, Poopy, how you doing? Hey, Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey, Poopy, how you doing? Hey, Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
Hey everybody, it's the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, and this is episode 191, but it'll always be number 2 to us. And when I say 2, you're just getting the 2 of us. We had a fabulous guest booked for today, but she is actually crazy right now with traveling, so she's going to push it back a couple months, but we'll get her soon. I'm not going to even tease you to who the name is because it's an amazing guest.
It's an amazing guest, so you'll love it.
But in the meantime, you get just us two.
Yeah, the duo, Poo-Os. And we're going to just do some little things for the show that we think are kind of nice.
Checking in.
Cool, checking out.
Let's check in first, Dave. How have you been pooping?
We were talking earlier before the show. I don't know if I went to the bathroom today.
That's
which is nuts.
Shocking.
Which is nuts. I mean,
we're recording this in the evening. You should have gone at least 3 times already.
Did I go? I must have gone. No, I take it back. I'm sorry. I did go. I didn't go this morning. That's what it was. That threw me off. I didn't go this morning, and I was running around. I went to work, then I had a doctor's appointment. I was running around. I was on the trains all day, back and forth, and I just decided to go home instead of going back to work. And then I took a dump when I got home finally. And I hadn't eaten anything either. So I think that's probably what it was. This wasn't like really passing anything. So I'm still on this like intermittent fasting thing. So I don't eat till noon, but today I didn't eat till 2:30.
Oh, shit.
which, I mean, I wasn't really hungry,
Are you
but
starving?
no, I mean, because I'm not like, again, because the stupid fucking pinched nerve, I haven't been, there's not full blown workouts. I mean, they're working out, I'm working out, but it's not like, I think when I get the okay to do that, I'm going to have to eat right at noon because there's no way I can go to 2:30. I'd be like eating my hand or something. So once I'm going once today, which is crazy. And if I can remember, it started out really good and it just went to like, actually, no, it was a solid, like, I don't know, 3.5. It's weird. Almost 4. And then it was like little tiny chunks that came out after that.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. We had a bunch of veggies last night. So I'm just wondering if that was like partly like fish and veggies.
Salad shooting out your butthole.
It's like, I kept thinking, I'm like, this feels weird. But only once today, which is shocking. But real quick, sorry. We went to a party on Friday and I just didn't really eat that much. And then the next morning I woke up and I'm like, wait, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. And the same thing. I'm like, what the fuck? And I didn't go till like 5 o'clock.
Whoa.
So I don't know if it's because of like just my
intermittent
yeah,
fasting.
like it's just weird. I'm not going as many times as I used to. I'd say 2 is like the average actually now,
Wow.
or 1 today. I don't know. I'm sure I'll go today.
I bet it's the intermittent fasting because if you're eating in just a short window of your day, then you're only pooping in a short window of your day.
Yeah, I'm going from 12 to 8. So my last, I try not to eat end at 8. I try to eat like somewhere like between 6:30 and like 7:30. That be finished with that. But and then I don't eat anything again until noon. So, which is crazy to think about, but I'm so used to it now. But yeah, I think that probably is affecting my shitting. And they're not as disgusting as they normally are.
I have had a stressful 2 weeks. I'm going to tell the audience that I'm a single lady. All the single ladies, all the single ladies. Yes, I have uncoupled from my partner of 12 years.
12?
So
I thought, oh my God, I didn't realize it was that long. I thought it was 9.
No, 12 years.
Holy shit.
Yep, I got to find a new, in case of an emergency, contact. Yeah, everything. So it's really fun.
We should do a poll. Like we should have a contest.
Who's going to take care of me now?
Yeah, ice contact.
Yeah. Since I have like basically only 2 blood relatives. Well, technically I have 4, an aunt and uncle, a mother and a brother. And my brother's doesn't talk to me because his wife keeps him from me. I don't know what happened. It's a long story. And it makes me also feel like I'm the problem. My mother and I were estranged for 15 years. We're working on a relationship, but she's an older lady that I don't trust. And my aunt is dying of cancer and my uncle is a hermit. So I don't have any other blood relatives. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank God I have an amazing chosen family. I love my friends very much, and they've been insanely supportive the past couple of weeks.
Just use everybody's name. Just pick a different, like, each time you go somewhere, you got to put in case of emergency, just a different name. That way everybody's on top of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. That part's depressing. Am I upset about the breakup? More angry than anything. But my body, so my brain is like, you know what? Maybe this is a good thing. It's been a little bit tumultuous for the past couple of years. My body is like a shit factory.
Really?
I've been pooping so much. It's insane. I think I've been like my constipation over the years has been cured with
That's all I
breakup
breakup.
shits. Yeah.
Fuck.
The amount of shit, and I drank some wine last night, and usually wine constipate me. And today I was like, I bet I won't shit, but I've got a bunch of errands to do. It might be for the best. Totally took a humongous dump first when I finished my coffee this morning, and I was like, wow, that was amazing. And then, so I also had decided to start. I know this is all happening at the same time. I decided to get a new photo studio, and so I'm like moving into a new space. And I took my very first shit at the photo studio today. Nice. Yeah. And it was a Bristol 5. It was very like shredded. And I was very surprised and I was like, oh my God, like I mean, like some people say when you break up with people, you lose some weight. Like I literally lost weight just from my stomach is never full. Like I'm just shitting everything out constantly.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know,
and even over the weekend, like I had a girlfriend's weekend and we were all hanging out and staying over for 2 days. And so they were a little bit constipated. I could not stop shitting everywhere I went.
Wow. Breakups, I would say breakups do, well, that happened to me a long time ago, but I lost so much. I forgot it was a lot in a week and a half. And after that, I was like, it wasn't really eating. You just like, oh, whatever. I'm just like working, going out, forget. Oh, I should probably eat some food.
Keeping your mind occupied. Yeah. And like,
so for sure.
If I don't eat lunch because I'm like just trying to keep my mind occupied and doing stuff, then I get even more angry. And then I'm like, just eat something so you can go.
Yeah. No, I mean, that stuff affects you for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But I've always been that person who, like, in my brain, I'm like, my brain says I'm okay. And my body goes, nope.
yeah. It does not
I either
compute.
break out in rashes or I get terrible diarrhea or constipation. Like, my body just has a totally different approach.
Well, maybe this will, since now it's like you're on the other side of like constipation, maybe this will sort of level out and still be like your normal,
Yeah.
like shit factory.
I mean, to the point where like I wasn't eating gluten-free bread for a couple years, a year-ish, because it was making me so constipated. I bought some gluten-free bread yesterday because I was like, maybe a little constipation
Yeah.
after
I
shitting
gotta
my
like
brains
plug
out.
this shit up.
Yes.
Oh my! Well, remind me after this to get. I have an awesome gluten-free recipe for
Oh.
bread. I've tried it twice now and I love it.
Yeah. But I did also yesterday, I've been doing this like protein shake for lunch and I add flax to it. So I think that is also helping keeping my colon lubricated and moving things along. So
You still have the kiwis?
I have been eating a lot of
there
kiwis
you
too.
go.
So that's helping. So I think it's like a combination, but I'm not mad at the emptying out that I'm doing. And
Yeah, it's better
I'm
than keeping it in.
yeah, and I'm very open with the audience here the past 4 years. I don't mind telling people what's going on with me. But then even when it's tied into my shit, it's like, yeah, hey, so I'm a single lady who's shitting a lot. Hey.
I mean, look, it's better than constipation. I feel like most people have that, like a
Yeah.
lot. I heard someone the other day. I forgot where I was, and they were like, "Yeah, I go like once a week, maybe." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" It's
No.
shocking. I'm like, I go like once a week I would be at the hospital. I would have to go. I'd be freaking out.
If I haven't shit in a day, I'll take like a Swiss Crisp. But if it's been like 2 days, I'm like putting enemas in. I'm putting like suppositories. I'm like, what can I do to get this shit? 48 hours and I'm literally losing my fucking mind.
If I didn't shit for a week, I would be like, I'm dying. Like there's something.
Yes.
Like I would be like, oh, there's something really wrong because that's not normal at all.
Yeah.
And some people like to live that way. They're like, yeah, once a week. I'm like, that's insane.
That's not healthy.
Yeah, that
It's
can't be
not
good.
healthy.
Like, it's all like
food
fucking-
in, food out.
Like this caked in hard shit stuck in your It's gross.
God.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the breakup. That does suck, but I'm glad that you're shitting now. Well,
Thank
I mean,
you.
I'm glad you're shitting with ease. Let's say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just falling out of
Yeah,
me.
you're just like you can either get a diaper. It seems like there's just so much of it coming out.
Yeah. As long as it's not in my pants, but it would be entertaining for the show, so I can't.
Yeah, I feel like we're switching roles. Like you're really shitting a lot more, and I'm just kind of like, okay, there's only one. I'm like, did I shit today?
I've been, and like over the weekend, when I was with my girlfriends, I was making the biggest Bristol fours, like just to the point where they would snap in half and it'd be like 11s, you know? I was like, 4 plus 4 is 11. But I was like, so like, I don't know, I was blown away, totally blown away.
Yeah, literally, you're blown away. You're blown it away
By all the shit leaving
Oh
my system.
All right, well, let's just hope that continues. Well, like, and, like, that'll be a normal thing. Like that'll just be like your norm. Like just see we're taking lots of shits, no constipation. Just,
No. What'll happen is
easy.
mentally I'll be happy again, and then I'll be constipated. It's like there's never my body and mind, soul can never just all like align to
Right.
be like chill.
They didn't have a meeting. Be like, look, can we just get on the same page, and then make this like one even, keel.
Yeah. But in what, 8 months, I've lost my dad, my dog, and my partner.
Oof.
So it's been a fun roller coaster of life events.
Yes. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I mean, people say some stupid shit like that. But
Wait, yeah, no, I had a friend of mine who's married, by the way, yesterday. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, but nothing lasts forever."
he said that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I was like, want to tell your wife that?
Hey, sweetie, just a FYI, it's not going to last for much long. I'll give it another.
Yeah, and then
10
he tried
years.
to catch himself because I was like, "Are you just thinking that you're being deep about this?" And he was like, "Oh, but I mean, like, or somebody
He's
dies.
like, in your situation.
Yeah.
Not mine, but in your situation for sure. Like that's kind of a backhanded compliment.
No, but then he followed up with, or your partner just dies. And I'm like, so you're wishing death on your wife? Like,
you're like, don't try to clean it up.
I was like, how about just use a moment that when the words enter your mind, stop before they come out your mouth.
Yeah.
Because you sound like a fucking idiot.
Jeez.
This is the same person that also said something dumb right after my dad died and something dumb right after my dog died. And I just looked at him like,
oh, so that's his MO then. You should be like, okay, I know what's coming next. Just don't tell him any life stuff. Just be like, yeah, dude.
I know. I was kind of regretting telling him too. And I was like, I don't even want to deal with this. And then when he said something, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Nice. Accurate. Okay, I knew you were going to say something like that.
And I'll tell you off mic who the person is because you know them. But I'm just like, oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know it's so bad. Anything bad happens in your life and people give you like some good sort of like affirmation type things. And some are like, you're like, I regretted even saying the words.
Yeah.
That came out of my mouth.
And one friend who was like, you know, everybody in the burlesque community is going to hate him now about my partner. And I was like, nobody should pick sides. I don't give a fuck. If people want to still be friends with them, I don't care.
It's not high school.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a 45-year-old woman. But I was just like, I like the sentiment that you're like, everybody is on your side and he fucked up. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, those people I feel like are just they're on Instagram just being like trolling through stuff. Oh my God, did you see that?
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't care. Life is too short.
Yeah.
So fucking stupid.
Definitely short. I always think if Tiny was like, I forgot, we had this conversation a long time ago. We were with somebody and she's I'm never leaving. She's like, if you murdered someone, I'd be like, okay, how do we fix this? That's a one time. He's not going to do that again. So let's just, so I'm like, same. I go, I can't go out there. I'd be like, oh my God, the thought of that shit. But I am though glad that it's making you shit better. I think that's,
it was a one silver
there was
lining.
Like literally like, so 2 weeks in a row now, you've been like, I am like, it's happening. Usually it's like, I can't go to the bathroom this week. Or it's like,
our first argument was 2 weeks ago. And then all of a sudden it's just like shit is falling out of me. I was like, oh, that's what I needed. I needed some like
need a release.
Turmoil in my life to like fucking blow my ass out.
Your stomach is okay. Now we can get rid of this. Here we go. It's like those like warship alarms.
Yeah. I'm not just purging a partner. I'm purging everything inside me. Think it. But maybe I'll finally 3 years later lose my COVID-10, you know?
COVID-10.
Or COVID-20. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I lost count after a while. I'm like, it's just part of me now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into some other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, talking about death, we should go into the fact that it's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. It is. And I'm not wishing death on anybody, but please go get your fucking colonoscopies. I just turned 45 and I reached out to our favorite doctor, Dr. Carmen Fong, and she actually moved out of the city.
No.
I know. Oh. And she was going to suggest somebody for me, but never got back to me. So I think I'm just going to like have to call my PCP and be like, hey, I need a fucking colonoscopy. Let's do this.
Okay.
I was really hoping because Carmen Fong said 6 months ago, like I was like, it's happening. I'm finally turned 45. Can I record it? Can we like bring a camera crew in there? And she was totally down. And then like I messaged her, and all for the best. She had a baby, like everything. So I'm really happy for her.
She's not practicing. She completely moved out of the city in the sense of she's practicing out wherever she is now.
Yeah.
I
think she's in Alabama.
Oh shit, Alabama. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. Sorry. God.
Or like Georgia, something like that. She's in the South. She's far away from here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I thought it was like Westchester or something.
Where, like, I hope she's making tons of money and the child's safe, but it sounds like a place where I'm like, no.
If it's Alabama, Jesus, I'm saying a prayer.
Or maybe it's Atlanta.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have to look at the message again, but
yeah. At least Atlanta, it's sort of a havenish type place. Yeah. But yes, as Ellen stated, it is Colorectal Cancer Month. If you're 45 and up, please get your colonoscopy. It's super easy to do, and it could possibly save your life. It can detect something early on, and it's, You can save yourself.
And Dave and I, we're not going to name names, but we actually have had 2 friends recently diagnosed with colon cancer. And it's just like, it's so heartbreaking because we've had people like Dr. Carmen Fong on the show who said, like, if you do early screening, if you do early detection, it's easier to find.
Totally.
Like, it's one of the cancers that are easier to take care of. So screening, and we've had like colorectal cancer survivors on the show. And it's crazy how... And I know, Dave, I think your friend is actually under the age of 45, which is fucked up.
She's under, and but again, it's like one of those things where I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, I don't feel so good, but I'll deal with this later. And you just, obviously you don't think it's cancer, Yeah. And a bunch of the guests we've had on too, like they didn't think the same thing. Like they're just, oh my God, like what? So, or I know something's wrong, but maybe people are kind of afraid of the doctor. It really is an easy thing to do. My wife did it. It was like easy peasy, in and out, super simple procedure. And then you just have the fact that that you're safe.
Yeah.
So I highly suggest it. It's really easy to do. And if you're 45, your insurance should cover it. So
yeah,
go get it done.
Now that I need to get on it. I just was waiting for Dr. Fong. I've only been 45 for like, what is it, like a month?
Come on.
I've been 45 for 5 weeks. So.
Yeah. I think you're okay.
I'm going to make it happen this year. I promise.
Yes, we're going to get that done. And then it's going to be awesome. And you'll know. But you can go to places like www.ccalliance.org. You can find out information there. You can go to fight.org. All those things deal with colorectal cancer. You can find all types of resources. It's people to help, people to just talk to. And it's a place that they're amazing. And it's made up of a lot of awesome people that either had cancer themselves or dealing with their family member. So they know what they're talking about and they can help.
And what's it called? All of those will be linked in the show notes and or they are linked on the homepage of heypoopypodcast.com because they are also charities that we support. Last year we raised money for them. I'm going to have to replay. I got to sit down and replay our shit in a box video.
Yeah, that's right. This is right up that alley. So
it is literally.
Yeah. So
up our butt alleys. If you haven't seen that, go check it out on the videos tab on heypoopypodcast.com. It's Dave and I spoofing dick in a box, but we're shitting in a box. It's quite fabulous.
It's quite fabulous. It was a team effort.
Yeah.
But
we
really
filmed
fun.
2 years ago?
2 years ago. So, but yeah, check that out. Check out all those wonderful organizations and get yourself tested. It's just that simple.
Yes.
All right. We have some news we're going to do. We're going to do a bunch of them. So
we're hopping right into the news, but lots of news.
This one is very apropos, although this was like, this story was from 2022, but still I think it holds up. More people should be doing this, basically. Ooh. So this was on HuffPost. David Moye, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but 25 Republican state senators in Ohio were sent feces in the mail.
Jesus.
Yeah. This happened again. July.
Wait, what kind of state senators? Republicans?
All Republicans. Yeah, 25 Republican state senators.
Okay,
yeah.
I like this.
I like this trend.
Behind it.
I want to see this continue more with, especially in places like Ohio, Indiana, Florida.
When you're a piece of shit, you deserve shit.
Yeah, come on. Like if you've been reading the news, like these people deserve shit. Yeah. So yeah. Apparently, I love these. The puns for this stuff is always so funny. Politics can be a crappy job, literally. Just ask the 25 members of the Ohio State Senate, who were each mailed envelopes full of feces Thursday morning. Oh my God. The poo-filled packages were mailed last week from a post office in Cleveland, but were intercepted by the post office state house. So
thoroughly grossed out, but also applaud them.
Yeah. I mean, first of all,
I wonder what kind is it say? Is it human feces? Is it dog? Is it cat? Is it?
I don't think they really got into that. Again, the State House post office took care of that. So they probably didn't tell anybody, but they said like they found out where it came from. Also, what's the protocol for figuring out? Because if it went past it got through the post office, clearly. It got to the State House. And then are these guys like super post office officials that were kind of like, that's shit. They're just like feeling it, like feeling the envelope. It just said, this one part says envelopes, another one says, so it could be, who knows what it was. Like, I mean, this person clearly didn't package it too well because these guys are able to figure out it was shit. Or unless they have like an x-ray machine, which I'm sure they do. I imagine most state houses have all kinds of like stuff in place for like bombs or like anthrax, whatever. So people were saying like these are pathetic little cowards who sent the envelopes.
Or just some pissed off constituents.
Exactly. Ohio used to be a cool state, and now it's turned into a shithouse. Literally, I mean, it's all Republican run, and it's a mess now over there. But
it's also like, especially with this whole Dominion voting machine thing and Fox News, and like coming out that all these Fox News reporters, and I say news and reporter extremely loosely, they're just entertainment pundits who have shit opinions, but they have all like their text messages have come out that they don't believe in anything that they say, and I'm just like, like there's such, the politicians just are in it for the power. These Fox News people are only in it for the power and the money. And I don't even know where Fox News is getting any money because they don't have any advertisers anymore. And I'm just like, I don't understand like how you can't be a good person and you deserve shit in the mail. You just deserve it.
I mean, there was a whole trial that was, they found out Fox was found guilty of like, basically, it's not news. Like they basically, there was, I forgot when this was, it was, I think in reference to a Tucker Carlson segment or something like that.
Yes,
That's the whole thing started.
It was.
And they were basically saying that like, well, if any person in their right mind would think this is actually really news, but this is still, again, this is Reagan right here, deregulation.
That's why it should be renamed, just same way that Kentucky Fried Chicken was renamed to KFC because they don't serve chicken anymore. It's like some lab meat.
Yeah.
Like the Fox it should be called Fox Entertainment, and on the bottom of the screen it should say these are all opinions. They are not fact, and that should be playing the entire time. This is opinion, not fact. This is not the news.
This is straight up Reaganomics deregulation from the 80s. Where you couldn't just say like whatever you wanted. It had to be backed up with journalism, with actual journalism.
Yeah.
Now it's just like a fucking free for all.
I'm so excited that somebody like Dominion is suing them, and they're going to lose billions of dollars.
Yeah, it's great.
They can go fuck themselves.
And I really hope that people start sending shit to these people.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think there's no such thing as the Republican Party anymore. It's fucking bullshit.
It's a joke.
I get into arguments with my mother because she's so upset that like COVID is quote unquote over, but she's had it twice. And she's like, I feel like I can't do anything. And she found these like newer PCR tests that you can do that do flu and COVID, but they're $100 a test. And she's like, insurance companies should pay for it. And I go, yeah, well, too bad that they're all private thanks to the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And she's like, stop being political. And I'm like, you cash your Social Security checks and you have Medicare, so you obviously like socialism. So it's like,
it's a mess, and
the hypocrisy is so deep, infuriating.
It's really mind-boggling. But yeah, so I'd like to see more of that going on, human or animal, whatever kind of feces you got laying around. So our next story: a Delta passenger pissed after being forced to sit in a poo-covered seat. Quote, I bought a plane ticket and you made me sit and fester in dog feces for 2 hours. Shame on you, said Matthew. Shame on you, said Matthew Meehan, told Delta Airlines.
Oh my God.
This is from 2018. Delta had issued an apology after a Florida man, which I love when they say Florida man. Yeah. And I do feel bad for this guy. Was forced to sit in an airline seat covered in dog feces during a flight from Atlanta to Miami. He said he boarded the flight, noticed there was dog poop all over the plane's floor and seat, actual feces, and it was all over me, and I sat in it. Oh, God.
I'm so confused. Like, why did he just say no?
I'm getting it to her right now. It's like I have no idea. I was offered something like from a biohazard cleanup kit myself. Well, he's from Florida, so let's just start that right off the bat, okay? It got all over my bare ankles. I'm sorry, look, people do what you want, right? Live your life, but like there's something weird about having the legs and shit, my feet exposed on a plane. I don't know why that just really drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So I do feel bad for this guy. But like, why are you? Oh, God.
I don't care where I'm flying to. If I'm flying to someplace like tropical, I'm still going to wear like sneakers with socks and pants, because like when you have to go through the TSA and like take your shoes off, I don't want to be barefoot walking around in TSA. Like, and then even the people who take off their shoes on a plane, I'm just like, I roll my eyes so badly.
Yeah, it's bad.
You deserve the poop, Florida man. You deserve it.
Yeah. So this guy, whatever. I do feel bad for him. He also seems like a pain in the ass. First of all, I would have been like, I'm not sitting down in the seat. I'm not like, if you saw the shit in the aisle and then like on the thing, why would you even? That's another thing that makes me a little dubious about this, but whatever. We said he got all over his bare ankles. They didn't give me gloves. I had to take off my pants because it was in the back of my pants. So feces at this point is transferring to my hands. No kind of sanitizing solution to be able to clean anything with. I only had one tiny bottle of gin.
What? I would have walked into the plane, looked at my seat and go, I'm not flying this.
Yeah.
And I'd get off the plane and I'd go to talk to somebody and I'd be like, you have to put me on a different flight. This is disgusting. I would take pictures. I would tweet about it. I would fucking blow shit up. I wouldn't sit down.
Yeah, this guy's a maniac. I mean, did you have to get home that bad?
Yeah.
They did apologize. So they're clean. Of course, they throw the cleaning crew under. The cleaning crew didn't do a good job. But also, another thing.
But you know who the cleaning crew on a flight is?
The flight attendants.
Yeah. They're literally the people who have been working on their feet the entire flight, who lands for 2 seconds, have to clean up, and then take another flight back. Like, I feel bad for them. They're doing already too much fucking work.
They're for like little or no pay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's shameful. But yeah, so this guy covered in shit. Also, like, can we just stop with the support animal thing?
Agree with you there.
I'm like, I don't know. I don't like this trend.
Well, it's not. I mean, I don't know if it was a podcast or like a TV show that I watched about support animals, and that there's actually no scientific proof. You can have a support blanket, and it will give you the exact same amount of support.
Just say you want to bring your dog on the plane.
Yeah. It's all in your head. And like, yes, okay, if you're you're moving from New York to Florida, and so it's easier for you to bring your cat on the plane, fine. But it should be in a carrier. It should not be roaming around the plane. Yeah. And the same with any other pet.
If you're blind and you have a support dog, totally get that. That makes sense to me.
Yes.
But not like I'm not bringing my support peacock, my support fucking...
There was a person with a support peacock.
Yeah, I was like, that's insane.
It's not even a joke. It's real.
I remember that.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I wouldn't let him on. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, so, but they blamed the mess on a sick service dog, which sucks for the poor dog. But
yeah, again, I don't blame the dog at all.
Yeah, it said service dog, didn't say support dog. So I do like, if it was a service dog, fine, and I feel bad for the dog, but still, let's just clean that up. That's just also, can't you tell from the smell? But yeah, it was all over the carpet, the blankets, the floor, the seats. They said they refund. It's like, in addition, he's not impressed by Delta's refund offer of 50,000 frequent flyer miles plus a new suit and shoes. I'm
not mad at that.
I've been like, let's make it 100.
Yeah.
And I get fucking intro. I get free lifetime into your captain's club, your high flyers club or whatever.
I
Delta's
didn't have
thing is.
TV flying back from LA on JetBlue, and the TV was broken, and they gave me $15 credit.
Oh my God. That happened to me. They didn't give me shit. They're like, sorry, it's not working.
Yeah, they gave me $15 credit, and I was just like, oh, whatever. Like, thank God they have Wi-Fi on the plane. I just watched my iPad.
Yeah. No, that's happened to us before. Like, they're like, yeah, it's not working. I'm like, oh, great. Thanks. Okay, moving on. Our third story. Superintendent accused of pooping at school's athletic fields. One community member said there'd been at least 8 deposits of evidence in the last few months.
Oh,
so some school and superintendent in Holmdel, Jersey, is facing some pretty crappy, get it, criminal charges after being accused of public defecation. Thomas Tremaglini, oh my God, I can't pronounce that. Tremaglini. There we go. Sorry, buddy. The superintendent of the Kenilworth School District was arrested Tuesday morning. This happened in 2018, by the way, and charged with lewdness, littering, and defecating in public.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's gross, man. I'm scrolling down. I've clearly have not.
That reminds me of my New Jersey story that I told a while ago in Asbury Park, when the coach got in trouble for shitting in the locker room because he was having sex, like a shit sex party at the high school.
Oh my God.
And that was in the news. Like my tenant told me about it.
Oh my God.
And then I found like a news clipping. And he was the coach of the football team, got fired. Took his girlfriend or his wife's car for this interlude, and they found out about it, like because the cops saw the car parked outside.
That's what I mean. Like society needs to like just open up that people like doing weird shit. And like,
I mean, if
like,
you
this
have a
guy's
scat fetish, fine.
Yeah,
but like, find a safe place to do it. Not at a high school. Not at a school.
This guy's sneaking around and figuring out he's got to do it so bad. He's got to sneak into his own place of business.
Oh God.
And then that's insane. But this guy, yeah, man, he's like that's just fucking crazy. This guy works for the place and is just like, I got to shit. They didn't say how long it was going on. This guy's a 42-year-old dude, just shitting all over the place.
Here, I'm going to send you this Asbury Park article.
Yeah, please. Oh
yeah, when my tenant told me about it, I was just like, oh, there's no way. And then when I saw that it was in the news, I was like, oh my God, this is real.
That's crazy. But there was 8, like within 3 months, there were like 8 shits all over the place. Apparently, if you're a teacher or some kind of deal with some kind of school district, this guy was like basically, the accused pooperintendent had not responded to press inquiries and was due in court on that Monday back whenever in 2018. But he has taken a paid leave of absence from his $147,504 a year job. That is insane. Like this dude. Okay, so this is this guy, right? How many more of these guys are walking around? Like tons. Like tons of these guys.
I just sent you another article.
Yeah, no, it's like these motherfuckers are all over the place. Oh my God, this is fucking.
The craziest part about the article I sent you is the coach who was found half naked, coach feces vomit found in New Jersey in school trespassing. Like they have a picture of him.
Oh my God, here we go. Yeah, Nick Famularo. Oh my God.
But I'm like, you're publicly shamed for the rest of your life.
Oh like, yeah, he's like this Google this guy any kind of job interview. Like, oh, you're that guy. Oh my God, look, that was a misunderstanding. 26-year-old dude. That's what I mean. He's like, I love this shit, man. Just go to a fucking club you can figure that out.
I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I don't care. Just find a way to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, find a way to do it where you don't have to lose your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But goddamn, half naked coach feces. Oh my God, that is a lot. Jesus Christ, the vomit thing that gets me more than they're both vile. Sorry.
No, poo poo and vomit both.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But just like come to terms with your kink.
Yeah.
Fine. Break up with your significant other who doesn't want to do it. You found somebody who wants to do it with you, and then find a safe place to do it. Like,
because these people buy under that, they go under the guise of like, well, I'm supposed to be this way. I'm a football coach. I'm supposed to be a super like macho jock guy. Like, I can't be into this. It's like this guy's probably like fucking tormented, and he's like, he's only 26 or whatever old this article was, but like.
It's only for him like a year ago, November 2021.
Yeah, so he's not even 30 yet, and this guy's
years ago
already like getting his freak on in the school. So I feel for him. I do. He's like, I got a place we can go to. Oh, where? Oh, my school.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
It'll be great. We'll be in the locker room. We can hose each other off at the end.
Oh my God. Wow. So look, if you're out there and you have these thoughts and feelings, just do it. You don't have to tell anybody. Just find.
We can introduce you to some dominatrix that can help facilitate.
Yeah.
There's Scat Book that we finally booked somebody from Scat Book to come on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean,
I'm also terrified. I was telling a friend of mine about Scat Book yesterday, and she's like, "Ooh, let me check it out." And I was like, "No, you don't want to." And she went on just the main page. She goes, "Why did I look at that?
Yeah.
Why did
nightmares?"
And I was like, "Yes, it's not for you. It's not for me."
Yeah. Oh my God. Oof. Well, in this next and last article, is the virtual. I think you said this to me, actually, Ellen.
Oh.
This is from Time Out. This is from January. Yeah, so I think you said this to me. Is the virtual bathroom attendant at Rockefeller Center a sign of things to come?
No, I don't remember this, so I don't think it was me.
Well, I feel like someone sent this to me. But anyway, this virtual, I guess, bathroom attendant dispenses feminine care products, sunscreen, pimple patches, and more.
Wow, I like all those.
Yeah, it's
all
called,
of the above.
It's called SOS. and it just took up residence inside the public restrooms at Rockefeller Center. It's more a vending machine than a robot, but it dispenses all those wellness products like I mentioned, developed by an on-trend brands involving always free menstrual care products. That's good.
Love.
You'll be able to purchase sunscreen, pimple patches, deodorants. No more no contact and no cash attended. Oh God. Yeah, so it's like
my Lauren Venna, who was on the show, the author mother, she sent me this whole thing about like how most tampons have chemicals in it, like how they're bleached and stuff that like actually cause cancer and more problems with your period. And she's like, why? And I was like, yeah, welcome to America. And I was like, I've been using organic tampons for like 10 years now because I don't want to put that shit in my body. But then on top of it, we have to pay so much money for it.
Yeah,
it's like
it should be free. It's so stupid.
It's not like we can help this.
Yeah, it's like you're like, you know what? Make me bleed every month. I'd like that for my life. No one's saying that. Well, this thing is a 32-inch LED touchscreen. It's delivering targeted interactive advertising. Oh, fucking of course. Education.
Well, somebody's got to pay.
Yeah, educational content.
It's going to be for free.
Yeah, educational content when not in use explains their press release. But it's like a digital like bathroom attendant basically, which is all it is. Yeah, it's like a new age vending machine. I'm surprised they didn't have condoms in this thing. That seems to make sense too, because you're on a hot date, you're like, hey, I might need this. But although I guess you can still get condoms for free. New York City always has those free condoms like everywhere, so you can probably find.
But now that AIDS isn't a thing anymore, I feel like, I mean, now that I'm a single lady, I'll find out. But like, I know so many people are like, well, you can't get HIV, so what's the point of wearing condoms? I know so many people, not just gay community, like so many people who do that. And I'm just like, yeah, well, there's a bunch of other things.
Yeah. Herpes. I mean, people are just like, fuck it, whatever, you know, they're just getting their sex on. No bag. That's nuts. In this day and age, woof.
Yeah, especially with abortion being illegal and in New York, it's fine. But I'm just like,
don't cross that border.
Are you? Yeah.
Don't have sex with people in the South. You're bag that shit up. But yeah, so anyway, the article goes on to talk about different types of robots that are now coming into, like there's a robot burger chef. There is BellaBot, is a roving cat that sings, tells jokes, and serves food at dim sum spot, dimmer in summer. Actually, I kind of want to check that out. That sounds pretty cool. That's in Cobble Hill, by the way. So if we ever go out there, we should check that out. But yeah, so if you're in Rockefeller Center, check out the vending machine. Let us know. Maybe you got some cool stuff out of it. I thought it'd be like more like, here's some breath mints. I feel like it needs to like really replace. If I had some notes, really, if you're gonna replace the actual human factor, put all that shit they offer in there. Maybe the screen turns into a mirror, another mirror while you're over there.
Like
who knows?
that.
Like there's like all types of things. Give you some advice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the story from Time Out. I'm glad that they are doing some poop related stuff, bathroom related stuff. Look for more.
It's all very important.
Yeah, there's so many of these stories. We have tons coming at you. There's always, I love the fact there's like this poop news. Like Huffington Post has got a whole poop section. So is our favorite, the, what's that fucking shitty paper I'm flaking on? The New York Post.
Yeah.
Has a whole poop section. It's kind of crazy.
But that's the thing. We don't just have a show about poop because it's not relatable.
Yeah, no.
I'm actually kind of surprised that we either don't have a bigger audience, which if you are a listener to this show, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. That helps us. Also tell all your friends about us. But besides that, it's like everybody I know thinks poop humor is hilarious. All the algorithms on like TikTok and fucking Instagram have fart and poop humor. And I'm just like, what? We get it. It's gross. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to smell it. But the stories are hilarious.
Hilarious. And plus, you're laughing at this shit at home. It's not like it's on you right now. I can get like if we were like, hey, we're touching this stuff. We're not. It's like we're merely presenting the information that's already out there to you.
Yeah.
We're doing the hard work. All you got to do is listen.
Yeah.
Super easy. But yeah, there's tons and tons of stories about shit, which I love. I heard this one last thing. I heard this really good. There's this podcast called In Godfrey We Trust, this comedian Godfrey, and he had this like guy, oh God, I forget his name. He was friends with Patricia, like a co-host, and they were talking about like how, he's like, he's talking about Will Smith and like how Will Smith is like worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he's like crying in his infinity pool because he's got a wife that doesn't love him. And then you got like someone like Johnny Depp who lost so much of his swag. He's got girls shitting in his bedroom. he's like, what? He's like, I can't. It's like, these guys are like the pinnacle of Hollywood. Like they're millionaires. Like they're hundreds of times over. And the disrespect is someone shitting in your bed. Could you imagine? I would lose my mind if my wife just shit in my bed, like just took a shit purposely in my bed. I'd be like, what? I don't even know how to. I wouldn't be able to even understand how to compute that in my brain. Like what?
But also, what drove? I mean, I honestly think Amber Heard and Johnny Depp are their own kind of crazy narcissists. But like with Will Smith, I'm like, then get a divorce. Yeah. Like, why are you with a woman that you
clearly don't
love anymore? And like, what is in it for you? Like, I mean, I heard rumors years ago that they were in like an open relationship, but it's obviously not working out. Like, to the point where I think he's physically assaulting other people.
I think he's obviously in love with her, and she's just like, meh, whatever. You know what I mean? Look, I don't mean to fall on this shit, but it just seems like, just kind of like what that's going on. But at least she's not.
To be perfectly honest, I think Jada's. I like her more than Will anyway.
Right. Well, she's hotter. That's for sure.
She's way hotter. Yeah. But she also I don't think she's the breadwinner. Like he's bringing home all the bacon.
Clearly. Yeah. I mean, I'd be like, okay, I'll do this. This is great. Like I got to lose this house.
Yeah.
I don't think so. But also, at least she's not shitting in his bed. Oh, maybe she did. I don't know. I have no fucking clue. But God, that would like fuck me up. I'm like, is there shit in my bed? What? So anyway, next week we'll have more.
Yeah.
Or the week after, whatever. Each episode, there's always news. So you guys will. And if you have any news out there, let us know.
Yes.
Email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. Maybe there's some things that we didn't even know about.
Or if you even want to submit us some story of your own about shitting in somebody's bed or shitting in somebody's school locker room. I don't know. Please share it with us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.
Totally. You could be on the show. That's how easy it is. That's easy to get in this show.
I actually had some guy email me, email both of us, I should say. It's not just me. What did he write? It was so funny. He was like, I love your show and I love to talk shit. And I wrote him back and I was like, well, do you want to be on the show? Like, what do you want from me? You can come on.
This is like seriously, like anybody could be a guest, which is, I love. You could just pop on the show and be like, boom, you're a guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's that easy.
We'll talk to you.
Yeah, it's not like there's no video. We can't see your face. People can just hear you. It'll be great.
Yeah, you can have an alias.
Yeah, we're not gonna know.
You can tell us your sickest, most deranged poopy stories, and we are here for it.
Totally. I just found an awesome story I'm going to talk about hopefully next week. It's really good. It's art related.
Oh.
But yes. Woo, a lot of poop news. We covered a lot today.
Always.
Yeah. And as always.
There's 3 billion people on the planet and they're all shitting.
They're all shitting. There's a lot of shit. So we're going to be pretty much like, we could just until we die.
Yeah.
But as always, I want to thank you for supporting us, listening to us, and especially laughing and learning everything but with us.
And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
For more info, go to heypoopypodcast.com or email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. You can send in show ideas, guest requests. Check us out on Twitter at heypoopy, Instagram at heypoopypodcast, TikTok, heypoopypodcast, and our awesome new Facebook fan page. Go check it out at heypoopypodcast. We're also on Discord at heypoopydumps, or you can contact us at our new awesome hotline, 203-998-5579.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect for Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen. Edited by Dave. Executive producers Stormy Leather. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy!